Most people know that I've been very interested in the city's budget over the past 5 or 6 years, and that's partly because it's become unaffordable for the middle class to live here. The median family in New Haven, the family, not just an individual, the family makes $17 an hour. Their median tax bill is $6,500. That means they have to work to the end of March just to pay their taxes. That doesn't include their mortgage, doesn't include their utilities, their food, insurance. They got to work 25% of the year. That's not affordable for the middle class to live here in New Haven. Taxes have doubled in the last 7 years under this mayor, and he has no plan to deal with that in the future. We know that because he was talking last year about, we finally got him to admit that there's a financial problem, but last year he was saying, yeah, we have a financial problem. He didn't do anything to change the budget, to change the trajectory of the tax increases that we all have been facing. It's become unaffordable for people to live here. You know, in talking about foreclosures, the mayor in his city has initiated foreclosures on 429 homes. The city itself. So this is not talking about banks, this is just talking about the city. And 429 families here in New Haven have undergone foreclosure based on the city. You know, it's become unaffordable. If you go down to try to deal with the tax office, or the tax assessor's office, and you want to talk about, you know, your assessment, you're not treated with professionalism or kind of care. You know, this has become an aggressive city, a mean city under this mayor. He's hired mean people, whether that's the tax assessor, his friend the marshal, or other people that he's allowed to run have it in the city. And you know, we need to make sure that it is affordable for people to be here. And one of the ways to deal with that, right? How are we going to deal with this massive financial problem that he's created? It's basically we're on the brink of bankruptcy under this mayor. How are we going to deal with that? We need to have priorities. If you had 2-income family, went down to 1-income family, you have to make priorities. You might say, this is important to me, but I don't have the money. But this thing is a priority. This is critical. So with each department head, I say, what's 100% critical that needs to be funded at 100%? What's next would be very important because it gets tangible outcomes and results for people who live here. And then what is everything else? And then we need to go through the budget and get rid of the waste, get rid of the patronage jobs, and make sure that the money is spent and invested on the people who live here so that we can actually get stuff done again for the people who live here, not just the people who run it.
Thank you. Mr. Dawson.